Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Marseille lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Great ball. Got it! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Del Piero. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
The United States clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now that's well seen too. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bellingham, it's a threatening ball. The United States leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. This looks promising. Bullet. Vieira. Now it's Del Piero. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bullet. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Floated through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Ferdinand. Played out to the right. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, again there's no way through. Maldini.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Searching pass he's played there. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's well positioned here.
The United States couldn't really...
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. And the shot! Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. He's through here. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Rijkaard. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Hullet. And this is Adriano. There's no flag. Goes for a shot! He's scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
The United States looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Played into space out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Big chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Ball has bounced loose now. And Del Piero! Oh, he's hit the bar! And it's Thuram. The United States... And he shoots! Looking for options for movement. The referee has given a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And he's there to clear it. And the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The United States certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
The United States go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un jeune garçon vêtu d'un t-shirt jaune attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Ses parents sont priés de se faire connaître auprès d'un stadier. Attention, changement.
And we're underway again. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. The United States, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see.
Can he finish? It's there! The second half sparks straight into life. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Climbs up big, off the post. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 18. À sa place, le numéro 9. Bale.
Marseille choosing to make the first change. Bale gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
The United States go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Bale being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
The United States clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bale. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. And here's Mohamed Salah. Bellingham! Thuram. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And that could set him on his way. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
Kvaratskhelia really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
The United States grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there. 75 minutes played. Well timed, excellent interception. And the counter is on. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't...
Shot, surely! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Chers spectateurs, je vous demanderai de bien vouloir déposer vos détritus dans les poubelles à votre disposition. Merci beaucoup.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Peru.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
It's a searching pass. Ferdinand makes the interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Gullit. And this is Adriano. He's having a shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a good spell of possession, this. The United States leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Deco takes control of it and he's on the move. Vieira. And it's Messi. The United States finding their passing. Has a shot! Messi. Van Dijk is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi.
Might want to be careful there.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. More and more pressure on the ball here. He's found a way through. Neymar. Davids. Adriano. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Gullit. Neymar. And it's Ronaldinho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. He's not got that quite right. Deco. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Gullit. It's a promising position. Khan claims comfortably. Neymar. Davids. Out to the right. Peru on the counter-attack. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for a runner. Ferdinand cuts it out.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he latch on to this? Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Deco. Looking to play him in. Neymar. To Maldini. Davids. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
The United States head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the pass is intercepted. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Played back in. Messi. A corner it is then.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Messi. Messi going. He's having a go. That is so. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Looking for options for movement. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Del Piero. That's good running with the ball. Deco.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to go deep. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Deco.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Great defending, strong and determined. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's superb. The United States have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Messi. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Peru are looking to go forward now. Now it's Ronaldinho. In with the challenge. Rijkaard. Adriano, who does have an assist to his name. He's in plenty of space here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. The United States have their third corner. Brilliantly cut out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Messi. There's the shot! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
The United States are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? That ball looks a good one. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice sequence of passes, this. Always onto this. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Threads one in. Neymar in acres of space out wide. He is through here! And that should get the job done. And we're done. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is Xavi, one of the great creators, inventors, one of the great visionaries of the game, Jim.
I fell in love with him and his style of play.
And Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. And here's the chance to counter. Rummenigge. And this is Messi. And he's played it back. The United States finding their passes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well.
He's having a go! Oh, off the bar! Oh, good-looking ball. Spread it left. Jordi Alba. He can run onto that. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Now it's Pelé. Oh, easy pickings there. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. It's a promising position. And it's Rijkaard. Is there any support? He might not need it. And he's straight offside. Thuram. He's in a great position here. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Thinks about the shot. Jordi Alba. And the counter is on. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball played for Xavi. Messi. Pelé. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cruyff. And here's Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out wide. Gullit does well to get it back. Messi in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! In for the pieces! Goal! The United States! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Busquets gets across to intercept that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Cruyff. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. And he's well positioned here. Jordi Alba. And this is having a shot! And he gets rid in a hurry.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, how's that for a class finish? The United States are now...
Can he finish?
Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Pele. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a good spell of possession, this. Pull it. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Cruyff. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, look at the space here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Araujo has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted and that'll be the last act of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
The United States clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
The United States are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets things going for the second half. And that is as far as they're going to go. Incoming delivery. Tries to get it clear. Pele. Cruyff. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Out of play for a throw. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it out wide. Drilled in low. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Big header! Just off target. And they win it back again. He's a sharp little ball here.
The United States have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Gets into some space.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
The United States are 2 up early in the second half. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Del Piero. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Tries to pass it through. Xavi. Pele. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's managed to get free. Chance! He's got a goal! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Coming on
That's a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide, and he whips it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's being shifted off it. Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that's not going to reach. Well, they've got it again. That's a good ball out wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gives it back. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That'll be a throw. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's on it, can he get away? Neymar. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Pullet. Steaming on goalward. Great chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. He should have put that one away.
Cristiano Ronaldo really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Xavi. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Kvaratskhelia is onto this. Has crossed into the middle.
Well played and well cleared.
Very much into the last knockings. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Bale. And it's Eto'o. Great vision. Oh, that is a... And the finish! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! And off it. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. He has found the way through. And up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Pelé might just make this. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cavani. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Looking to go deep.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Cavani. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Messi. And the counter is on. And the shot's on here. Oh, he's got a... He's having a shot! Goal! The United States! And it's the United States who go in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Tries to play it through. He can run onto that. Moved on forwards. Oh, no joy this time. And he was alert to it. And they've got rid. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Pelé, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Might be danger here. Chance! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
The United States are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Suarez really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Messi goes short. Trice, and they are soaring!
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
The United States are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's going to be another one.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Good ball, good take. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Araujo. Oh no, what has happened here? It's Cavani! He's trying to hit the front line here. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko, terrific header! It's a goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Cavani! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Swings in and climbs up big! And he's there to get it away. Searching pass he's played there. That has been cut short. And we hit half-time.
The United States are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Is a quick reminder to let you know
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again. Well played right. And Shevchenko! This time, surely! It goes to show he is human after all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kvaratskhelia, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Suarez. And that's a good ball. Luis Suarez! He has done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
The United States are having a ball here. He's being urged to shoot. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. And it's Luis Suarez. Big chance! He's got a goal! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so... Tries from a long way out. It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Another chance from a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Messi with the short one. Now it's Messi. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Thuram finds himself offside. Costa Curta. Dealt with nicely by the defence. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Araujo. And it's gone back to the keeper. Dida. And it's Ferdinand. Dida. It's Ferdinand. And it's Thuram. Messi. Messi carries the ball down the... That's rather hopeful. Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ferdinand. And it's Ferdinand. He's tried one! And the ball's come loose here. That's going to go a long way. Rijkaard. Bayer. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. He's dribbled past his man here. Rijkaard cuts it out. Bayer. And it's Van Bouten. For Van Bouten. Not the most accurate pass. That'll be a corner. It's a lucky 7th corner. Araujo. Dida. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Araujo. Ferdinand. Out to the right. Now it's Gullit. And it's Thuram. That's Vieira. Oh, good read. Probing pass. That's been slipped through. Cavani! In he goes again. It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi was in no mood for any of that. Cavani is on his own. The United States clearly now in need preservation mode. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Very nicely done. Chance, surely! Oh, he really got hold of that. Vieira. And this is Pele. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached...
And there goes the final whistle.
Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you...
And he shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Del Piero. And it's Baggio. And the through ball. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
He's had a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely. Shot, surely! Araujo with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gullit looking to get on the end of this. Gullit! Goal! The United States! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
The United States get themselves into the lead. Del Piero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, what has happened here? Rijkaard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Good take. Decent chance! Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Kaká. So what can they make of this? Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rijkaard. Now it's Del Piero. Puyol. Now it's Scholes. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smashing header! It's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real person.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And now he has two. Manchester United take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be...
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So all square and not... And this is Adriano. Takes a shot! Goal! The United States! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pull it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Adriano. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Del Piero is having a shot! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, and that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
The United States clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a shade optimistic.
Danger averted for now.
Serginho's cross.
Well played and well cleared.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Gullit. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, good spread. That has not gone well. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rummenigge. That's an excellent shot at goal!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Marmoush. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Picked out brilliantly. Gullit really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, smashing header! Goal! The United States! And it's the United States who go in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
The United States have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's a sharp pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And Gullit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gullit is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. "30 minutes gone. And they win it back again. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Now it's Del Piero. Robertson. Cross goes in there. Mbappe. Rijkaard gets a good foot in there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Shot, surely! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
He's done it again. He's got his second. The United States are... Can he finish? Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
The United States have hit a quick-fire double here. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Diaz. Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! Jordan Henderson. Now he's got space here. That has been cut short. And we hit half-time. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
The United States will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
The United States have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Vitinha. Now, can they get him away? That has been slung wide. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hoisted in. Keeper's dealt with that. Del Piero. And the pass is intercepted. Bullet. Well, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Robertson proves just a little bit too strong. Gets his head on it! Final touch was poor.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He is through here! Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Back into the middle. Lovely passing, lovely move. Terrific header! Oh, he got himself into a great position.
The United States really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
The United States really do look to have it all sewn up here. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Marmouche. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Serginho, looking to play him in. Gets into some space. He's got away. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. Big header! And that has been knocked clear. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge gets into a good position. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Some excellent tackle. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, that's been intercepted. Robertson. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness. Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi looking to run onto it. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Batistuta. Now that's well seen too.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball, and he's intervened well there. Araujo, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
1 minute added time.
Well read, nice interception. Araujo aimed beyond the defence. Now there's a fight. He's had a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
United States.
So all eyes on HA9. This famous stadium, still very much the venue historically for football globally. The action has already started.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
And they're quick to get it back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's good vision. And he thumps it clear. Roberto Carlos. Adriano. Can he get on the end of this? Played in, but it's a mighty effort! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
The United States are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked out the run. He's beaten the last man. Shot a goal! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A real chance! Thuram. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Robertson. Del Piero. Referee has just said play on. Shot, surely! Goal! The United States! And again they hit the front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Big header! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Bullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
The United States take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi gets into a good position. Khan claims it, safe hands. Now it's Hullet. Thuram makes the interception. And it's Messi. The United States have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Now it's Yamal. And he welcomes it in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, no joy this time. And he can clear it away. There will be a throw-in. Adriano. Good pressure, determined, intense. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's a lovely, neat pass. Rijkaard. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Del Piero. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter.
Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Royce, and Royce! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
The United States have it back and can go again. Del Piero. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Yamal. Can he get it through? Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking to widen the gap even further here. From Khan. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Substitution for Brazil, number 11, Yamal.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Is number 9, Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Gullit touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Beckenbauer gets it away. That's an imaginative pass, and he was quick to react. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! He has done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, what a ball! Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Was 96,628.
It must have now gone. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tries to pass it through. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. The United States do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Khan sends that a long way. And no, that was never going to make it. Araujo. Vieira. And he's being shifted off it. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Robertson. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Kvaratskhelia! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
The United States grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And that's gone loose. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, super find. Royce. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe is onto this. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Hullet. That has been slung wide. Robertson. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. And goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Rijkaard. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Kvaratskhelia, he has found the way through. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And that's aimed into the middle. Bellingham. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get...
Has a shot! And that tested the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's had it taken off him. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Deftly away. And that will be it. The United States really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Kvaratskhelia claiming them. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already
United
palpable.
States against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, there is the formidable figure of Ronald Araujo. He's happy to go shin to shin with anyone.
Yeah, an absolute colossus at the back and endeared himself to the...
Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Adriano is offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a cute ball. Always onto this. Chance for a shot! Decent enough try. De Jong. It's Saka. Pedri. That has been slung wide. Vieira. Araujo. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Gullit. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. That'll be a corner. This is their second corner of the game. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Del Piero! They've got to be quick to recover this. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Marquez, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Adriano clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The United States get their 4th corner. There's the header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And this is Gullit. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Saka.
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And this is Neymar. He is through here. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. Van de Ven.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Pedri gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Neymar. Pedri. Spread out to the left. And he's managed to get free. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Yaya Toure. And here's Forlan, pinches it off him. Nicely spread. Adriano.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, cracking ball. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Marquez. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Del Piero. Nicely
2
worked.
minutes has been indicated.
This is Adriano. Oh, what a mistake! De Jong. Marquez. Oh, easy pickings there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Substitution for United States. Number 10.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Messi.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Yaya Toure. He's found a way through. The United States do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Bale, played out towards the right wing. He's got away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Saka. And it's Marquez. For Marquez. Araujo. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Neymar has created one goal already. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. that was nowhere near his best. The United States still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Pedri.
Yaya Toure.
He has found the way through. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So, what can they come up with here? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chips it through. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedri. Rafael Leao quietly revving up. Robertson has it out wide.
A header!
No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar. And here's Bale. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super find. Bale gets into some space. Climbs up big! Sticks it away! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
The United States grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Substitution.
Forlan looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Bernardo Silva. And that should get the job done.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Yaya Toure.
Van de Ven. And it's Pedri. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Now it's Saka. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's a searching pass. And this is Bale. Rafael Leao. Real chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
They're up to 5 corners now.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here. Played down the flank. Great ball if he can get there. Bell! Now that is commitment to the cause.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
He's got tall. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that's nice.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Hazard. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Rafael Leao. Bernardo Silva. And it's made its way to him. Ferdinand cuts it out. It's run loose here. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So what do you take away from it all, Tim?